What? What is going on, guys? Nathan here with yet another Team Fortress 2 gameplay pancake. Here playing on Koth Delivery, my own Team Fortress 2 map. Playing as the Hoovy, and I believe this gameplay is flawless, where I don't die at all. But it might be a bit boring because I pretty much camp in this container the entire time with a pocket medic. But hey, you know, that's how you get flawless heavy gameplays, just camp with a medic. It's kind of a surefire thing. Anyway, today I would like to talk about Valve's new entire system that they're unveiling, because if you don't know or have been living under a rock for the past 4 days, Valve is basically looking to get into the console market, or rather they're really looking to invade your living space, quote unquote, by being the #1 console that people play. And as you guys know, I mean, gaming is a huge market, and to be quite honest, console gaming is the biggest thing out there right now, other than like apps and stuff for phones. But like console gaming is much bigger than PC gaming, and Valve is looking to get a chunk of that money through their own device that they're going to manufacture. It's a prototype, I believe, or a beta version of their console has already been unveiled, and they've unveiled Steam OS, which is an operating system that is meant to be entirely devoted to Steam and very gaming friendly. It's based off of Linux, which is a very lightweight operating system, which is more gaming friendly. Now, as for like where it's supposed to run, I think people can run it on their computers, but it's mostly for their gaming console. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But they also unveiled like a beta participation thing where you can actually sign up for the 300 people, or 300 people will be chosen at random to participate in their beta, and 30 people are handpicked, which I am actually glad that they're doing that, because there are some people that are doing a lot of work for Valve, like without even getting paid, and they should be recognized or given some sort of reward for that. But anyway, the third day, they announced their controller for their console, and it looks pretty solid. Now, I think I'll put an image of it on screen if you haven't seen it already, but I think the controller looks really solid, and I've heard some doubt from some people on this whole system, but I really like the controller. If anything, it's very refreshing, and just based off of their kind of like promotion thing on Steam's page, the controller sounds really solid. It sounds very precise, because basically how it works is I think you use your thumbs for the two like virtual joysticks, kind of, for lack of a better term. They're kind of like touchpads, but not really. And I think they function as like a button too. But I don't know if you press the button to move your cursor or something, or if it's more like touch oriented. But I think it looks pretty solid, because if it offers more precision than a joystick from an Xbox 360 controller or a PS3 controller, then I think you're developing, like, you're getting closer to the mouse and keyboard aspect of things, because right now the mouse and keyboard are the most precise, well, the mouse is the most precise way of aiming at the moment, and people who are really good with the mouse pretty much have aimbot. People can get really good with the mouse. Now with the keyboard, that could be improved, because keyboard, it's kind of like if you're pressing W, you either go forward or you don't, and with like a joystick, if you like slowly ease the joystick forward, you can go a little bit slow, versus if you push it all the way forward, you're going at what you might do if you're pushing W, which basically means that with a joystick there's more like middle ground for movement and aiming. But so I think that this controller is a good mix of that. It's like kind of the middle ground between the joystick and the mouse and keyboard, because you can still have more precise aiming with the like touchpad aspect of things, but there's still that middle ground available where you don't have to go like all or nothing in terms of movement. And I think that the touchpad in the middle is definitely a good idea. I know people were bashing, well, people still bash, the Wii U for their controller scheme, and I don't know, I wasn't entirely sure why people weren't like a fan of the Wii U's controller. Maybe it was too big, where the touchscreen was just too clunky to handle, but I think like if anything, just having a touchscreen for the small number of buttons that are on the middle of the controller, where they're like, you can just, instead of having like button A, B, C, and D, which limits your capabilities, instead you have a touchscreen which opens up a variety, well, a huge variety of possibilities if you want to just implement like a menu system, or if you want to actually make it like a game button. Like if you wanted to like press the red button to shoot a missile, then you can just press the middle touchpad or whatever. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the controller. Whether I'll buy the console or not is, I don't really know. I don't know the price point. I think it's supposed to be like more expensive or like a higher quality console than the new generation of Xbox and PS4, and I think it's a little bit more expensive, or maybe it's kind of the same range. I don't know why they would make it the same range though, because you've already got two consoles in that exact same price range, pretty much taking up all of the market. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I'll buy the console. Probably not at this point, because I'm already investing in a PC that is pretty solid, and while the PC market is actually, like, admittedly, it's decreasing a little bit, I don't think that factor is enough to make me switch to a console and forfeit all of my investment in my computer. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I am cautiously optimistic, I suppose, kind of like a summary. Cautiously optimistic for the console, the controller, and this whole thing. And if anything, like, even though they don't care anything about me, I kind of want Valve to succeed, just because they're a really good company. They have an eye out for the community, or like an ear to the community, which is always something to be valued within like huge companies like Valve and Activision and stuff like that. Anyway, I guess that's what I wanted to say today, and this is where I will wrap up the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you could leave a rating, I always appreciate it, and subscribe for more Team Fortress 2, and I'll see you guys later.